Alright, I'm not too sure if someone already did this, but I don't care. Today, I'm going to be talking about things we need in ABA's training room. Before I start this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and keep in mind that all this is just my opinion. You can agree, disagree, I don't give a shit. Let's get right into it. Now, when talking about the training mode, there's always a few things that come to mind. The always mode option, the various dummies, the green screen, and even the helpful paths that allow you to better understand characters. But one thing we're missing is the infinite mode option. Now let's say you want to test out a combo inside your mode, but you kept running out. Doesn't it get a little bit tedious to constantly press G, go through that freaking awaken animation, and then just to run out again? Now they actually have a thing for this, it's called the always mode pad, but it doesn't give you infinite mode. Infinite mode basically is just you being in your mode forever, right? This thing, it gives you mode forever, but you have to press G again, go through the freaking animation, you know what I'm saying? So if you have an infinite mode thing, you can just stay in your mode, use your moves until you don't want to. You can either reset, use the pad again, and then you're done. That would help you out a lot more, because listen, the always mode pad, it makes sense, you know, keep it there. I'm not saying get rid of it, but I'm saying add a pad that also gives you infinite mode at the same time. Now, of course, one of the main reasons I'm saying this is because Aizen has a lot of shit in his freaking mode, and his mode always runs out before you can actually test out everything. So for me, that's been something that I was dealing with, especially when it comes down to writing scripts. So that's kind of the reason why I'm making this video. But to be honest, it's just a me problem, so it doesn't really matter all that much, although I do think it would be a good addition. However, man, moving over to dummies, we definitely need a dummy that can shoot projectiles. I mean, we got paths to test out range of certain attacks, but not a dummy that can test out how far a counter could work. I don't know, I think that's something that we actually need. But next up is a dummy that actually works just like Gon. Well, not Gon specifically, but basically a one-shot dummy. So you spawn it, it targets you, and it gives you some time to test out if your character can avoid a one-shot attack. I feel like that would help you a little bit because it would save you sometimes from swapping out to different characters and testing out shit, and it can actually make you understand what your character can and can't do. Moving on to the next dummy, I got a dummy that actually functions like clones. I said dummy so many fucking times there, but look, basically I'm talking about a dummy that actually works like Killua's clones or Naruto, stuff like that, right? Because, you know, sometimes when you're getting pressured in a match by clones, it is a little bit challenging to deal with, right? So maybe a dummy giving you some looks and stuff like that would actually help you out, although you don't really need it, because let's be honest, skill issue. I mean, how the fuck you losing to somebody with clones? All right, anyways, let me chill, right? However though, man, the next dummy I wanted to talk about was a dummy that maybe flies around like a scanner and kind of works as like an aim check, help you aim with certain attacks. I feel like some attacks are kind of hard to aim, like for example, like Gojo's fucking whatever that shit is called, bro. You know what I'm talking about? That hollow purple. Oh my god, how I forget the name of that shit. Anyways, man, right, hollow purple, for example, it's not that hard to aim, right? It just fucks you up for a second when it first spawns by turning your screen. But like certain attacks, man, getting you better at aim and stuff like that, right? It is called the training mode after all, or test stage, whatever the fuck it's called. And you understand that that means you're testing shit out, trying to get better. So I feel like that would be a pretty nice change, although you don't really need it, because I don't really need it, to be honest. I'm just putting it in here to fucking extend the video. So make sure you like, subscribe. Anyways, with that being said, man, we got the next thing to go ahead and put down. And now listen, I'm not trying to pad out this video, man. I'm trying to make a nice little entertaining video. I don't know why I said that shit. God damn it, I fucking told you the whole plot. Anyways, with that being said, man, ABA has a lot of nice maps. Some are dog shit, and others are just right to fight on. So why not add a part to the test stage that makes you test out what fighting on certain maps would be like? Get some dummies on there, some guys that will run at you, you know, not just attack you, but run at you, basically act like an AI, you know? They got all these clones and shit in the game, they could definitely do that. I mean, for example, bro, that one fucking sword fights at a heist, that shit, like, dude, I hate that fucking map with a passion, bro. If you've ever picked that map in a public server, fuck you. Okay, let me chill. Let me chill. But listen, bro, I gotta be honest, man, I hate that fucking map with a passion, dude. Every time I get down slammed out that bitch, I'm just like, man, what the fuck? Like, dude, I don't mind getting down slammed off of the airplane, right? I don't mind that, but getting down slammed off of the fucking sword fights at a heist, it's just something about being able to get back up that pisses me off the most, when it's just like, it's just inches away from you and you can't do anything about it, right? I hate that shit. But look, lastly, we got the weakest addition to the training map, and that's the green screen room. Listen, the green screen is already good in ABA, right? I like it. It's good. I like putting that shit in my video, right? But there's some mode animations, some certain things that turn your character or that rotate your screen, and that actually includes the map. So when it includes the wall of the test stage, it fucks up the original clip. You may not be able to tell, but me being someone who just spends time editing shit, like I'll literally be editing a fucking 2-second clip for 30 minutes and I'd be like, man, what the fuck is this? Why is this in the way? You know what I'm saying? When shit like that happens, I get angry. And look, listen, man, I'm joking, right? But you get my point. An actual green screen that closes you off, like Deep Woken, for example, you see right here, the green screen is completely closed off, right? There's no issue. I can record everything perfectly, right? Something like that in ABA would help a whole lot. And on top of that too, please get rid of the fucking GUI, but that's another video in itself. But with all that said, man, that's gonna end today's video. If you enjoyed this, make sure you like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, man.